Welcome to the City Farm Homestead Free Plant and Garden Stand. I wanted to share with you one of the little tricks that I use to see if my seeds are viable. We just hit 112 today. It's the 8th of June in 2022, and the seeds need to be taken from the Free Plant and Garden Stands. It's just too hot. They are a living thing, and they will not be happy and most likely not be viable for next season. Now, two things that I do. I do the float test. So once you toss in some seeds, if they float, that means that they are not viable. However, each seed has its own weight, and this calendula and those long skinny with the yellow top, that is a marigold. Those will always float. So if you want to see if they're viable, I've taken a few here, and you wet a paper towel and fold it up and see if in 3 to 5 days they will sprout. The marigolds will do better in soil, and so will the calendula, but I just wanted to give you an idea of what you can do if you're not sure if your seeds are gonna be viable for planting. But I also took some heavier seeds, these are the popcorn cassia. So I do remove the seeds from the shell, and then I just drop them in. I dropped one in earlier, and they look like they are going to be fine. They've been out in the heat, and they sunk right away. Those will most likely do well, and you can leave them in the water 3 to 5 days, and if they sprout, just plant directly in the soil where you want that popcorn cassia to come up, and keep the soil wet for a good 2 weeks until it gets some really nice roots. And you can even take them out and put them in the paper towel in a baggie. Keep it in your kitchen. But these seeds here are heavy too. These are Christmas lima bean, and that one brown seed is one of my fava beans, and it was out in the garden. It just looked sunburnt. So let's see if those are going to make it and float, or if they're going to sink. Oh, they sunk. You know, that fava bean is kind of on its side, so that's it's an iffy one. You can still always try it. If you don't want to toss them in your yard and you're not sure, you can always find somebody that has a flock of chickens, and my chickens love to eat seeds, so I give it to them if I don't want to toss them in the yard, or if I have too many that just don't seem viable. You can also do stratification, where you put them in the fridge for a short period of time. So don't forget, floating means you can toss them. If they sink, they're good to go in soil. But again, just leave them in the soil wet for a while and let them sprout out in a bowl. Either way, you'll have better success if you remove those seeds from the stands right now when it's this hot. It's just, they're not going to make it. I hate to see them go to waste. Another cute little thing I wanted to show you, my girlfriend Sylvia, number 3 in Mesa, the Be Kind plant stand, she gave me this great idea with using old soda cans with the aluminum and a wire. These are great because they last for years, and you can move them back and forth on a tree. If you cut a branch off, just move it, and that way, people come visit your garden, they can see exactly what you're growing. Anyway, I hope everybody has a lovely afternoon, and that this video helped them understand how to test for viability on your seeds. Together, we can bring back gardening culture.